Ladies and gentlemen, Big Four Boys, episode number 38. I can't think of a single athlete who's number 38, so we'll skip that part. Alec has left the building. He's got his fever. We're both sick. We're both banged up. Alec is way sicker than I am. But we had to do this for the fans. We missed last week because I was in the Big Pear, the Big Apple, whatever they call it. So we couldn't get an episode last week. So we are rushing to get this one in. Alec, what is your temperature right now? You look sick as usual.
Well, the good news is, dude, I took 2 Tylenols right before this, and I'm feeling very good. But I know the effects are going to be temporary. I woke up this morning at around 5, 4. I don't know.
He texted me at 5 a.m. I was like, damn, is this guy doing a Rogan workout or what's he up so early for?
Yeah, I was up early, man, and then I took my temperature. It was like 101. I was feeling awful. For some reason, I keep on sweating, dude. I don't know. I just keep sweating like a dog, like all over me. I'm sweating. I guess it's just trying to cool my body down. Like I'm sweating right now. Anyways, yeah. Unfortunately, I had to take 2 days off of work. Missed like a fun work happy hour yesterday, but
hate that.
Yeah. How about you, man? You still working with your temperature, dude? I mean, with your sickness?
Yeah, I'm still going. I was gone, so I took Monday and Tuesday off from work because I was in New York visiting my brother. And so, like, if I asked for sick days, I think they'd castrate me. I've already missed a couple, so I'm back working and twerking. I was talking to you. We were gonna start this thing. It's like 9:20 right now for the folks at home. We were gonna start this thing at 9:05. Boss messages me right away like, hey, I need to do these journal entries. I told him to fuck off. But we're back cooking. It's good to see you, dude. It's good to chat. I've talked about this before. This podcast is the highlight of my life, and it's not even a highlight. We aren't great at this.
It's definitely a low light, but it's
yeah.
We try, folks. We try. By the way, we aren't going to be doing an in-person pod. Did you book your tickets yet, or?
Dude, no. So that's the sad news is I don't think I'm gonna go. I think I want to. So I haven't even texted Jake about this, but I want to go when when we're all collectively going. So like this summer, it has to happen. But
man, I was looking forward to that. Shit.
Yeah, but hopefully these prices can go down a little bit. I know Jake is very poor with his, corporate job.
Yeah, he only makes more than you and me almost combined, but it's poor guy. Hey, does he have a girlfriend now? Is that what he said in the group chat, or is that true?
Perhaps, but we don't want to air out his business to the millions of fans.
Yeah, JK, text me about that, man. I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't think our millions of listeners cared too much about Shafe Dog's dating life. They want to hear about his NFT takes and finance stuff, but in terms of the romance stuff, I don't think they go to an accounting podcast. Dude, you mentioned earlier that you were sweating. Speaking of sweating, Steph Curry was sweating. His eyes were sweating because he cried after he won Finals MVP yesterday. The Warriors, they won the NBA championship. I hate the Warriors more than any team probably. They're up there with the Yankees for me. But I will admit, when I watched the clip of him crying, I got emotional. I was like, that's cool. Yeah, I know you can call me a puss bag or whatever, but I was like, this dude, he works hard, and I mentioned this off the air. I think he is now on Damian Lillard's level as a player.
Dude, you know what I'm curious about is how much shit your aunt gave you, to be honest.
So that's the thing is, like, I'm so bitter that I didn't even text her. Like, normally I'd be like, hey, congrats on the win. Or, like, I thought about it when they won last night, and I was like, fuck it. I'm not even going to text her because I'm pissed. I'll probably text her today. I feel bad, holding out. But pissed for sure. I was not happy.
Can I just say that there's one player on the Warriors that I can't stand. I can't stand Draymond Green, dude. I just
Yeah,
can't stand him.
I
This
know.
guy thinks he's like God's gift to earth. He thinks that he's like carrying the team. Like,
It's insane. He was terrible in the series, by the way. He
I
was
can't make a layup.
Yeah, he was horrible. He had a little bit of the Ben Simmons-y stuff where I think it was game 4 or game 5. He had a pass down low that he could have easily dunked, and he just passed it off to someone else. Like he was in that Ben Simmons scared to shoot area for some of those games. But he'll record a podcast talking about his IQ and
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, by the way, how can we compete with this guy? He did a podcast from TD Garden like an hour after they won the chip. How can we compete with that, man?
Did he? I checked yesterday. I hadn't seen anything
He
yet.
did, man. He's using all the clout he can.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, and we've talked about this before, but like, was it last year, 2 years ago it was 2 years ago when Steph and Clay didn't play during the regular season. Draymond was the guy, and they sucked ass. Him as the main guy, they would be terrible. So he's a good role guy. Like, he is a good person to have on your team. I'll admit that. He does work hard. He's not – I mean, he is pretty ugly, but not – there's worse.
Sounds awful. He looks ugly. He just pisses me off, man.
Yeah. By the way, how does – like, you seem a little tired. How is my voice like nasally as hell? My nose has been running fast.
Yeah, your voice is nasally as fuck. You need some Tylenol, man.
Yeah, I probably do, or some drugs. But yeah, no, I fucking it's one of those things where like you fly home and you cough on everyone. Every flight, I feel like is just filled with germs, and so that's what got me sick, I think.
Blaming those New Yorkers.
Yeah. I'm walking here.
Was that a Boston accent or a New York accent?
It's some mix in between with the hey boy. I don't know.
Hey, how's New York City with the Brody?
It was good. Yeah, I saw a homeless guy blowing another dude.
Did you actually?
Yeah, well, it's Pride Month, so you'd expect to see it. But there was a lot of crazy shit. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I saw some friends from high school,
in New York,
college. Yeah. It's funny for me just to give the fans, the billions of fans, a background. Like, I probably have more friends from my high school that live in New York than Portland at this point. So many people just move there for to pay high rent and not have much space. Like, that's what they prefer.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of these Portland people are moving to New York.
Yeah, these Portlandians.
Portland.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think they see one Instagram post of Prince Street Pizza, and they're like, oh, I got to go there where the cloud is. To their credit, Portland is much slower, but I don't know. I feel like if I lived there, I would just be so distracted all the time by just the options, the sports, the whores. Like, there's just so much.
How did your brother end up there, by the way?
So he just got, like, he graduated during COVID, was desperate as hell for these different media jobs, and just like found this thing with Fox Sports where it was like a very shitty gig to begin with. He likes it a lot now, but he was working like overnight shifts in the beginning, logging these news feeds. And they're like, yeah, we just, we need people. And so that job was in New York. And he was like, I guess I'll go there. We have some family there. Like I got a couple cousins who live there, and, they're decent and they're all right, kind of large. But, we have some family. And so I guess it made sense for him to be there. Boston is somewhat close, but what
does Boston have anything to do with?
Well, we got family in Boston. Like my whole dad's side of the family is there, so he can just walk over to Boston and say the N word and hang with them.
Actually, Boston is pretty far from New York.
Is it? See, I don't even. The last time I looked at a
I
map,
mean, it's not pretty far, but like it's still
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's not like as close as like Philadelphia or something.
yeah.
No, let's just try. Let's take a look on this because I know Boston is like very east. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still drive.
Yeah, you could. I think you could drive, but
Oh yeah, it's not crazy. Never mind. It's only 4.5 hours.
dude, I don't know how much time we have, and congrats to the Warriors, whatever bullshit. I don't know what we're gonna talk about with this podcast now. Maybe WNBA, like what else? What sport? There's baseball right now. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, baseball ain't for me.
I did go to a Mets game and I fell asleep.
I went
But
to an Angels game.
oh, you did, nice.
Yeah, you
Trout,
went to, huh?
Mike Trout.
No, he was injured.
Oh fuck. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was the only good part about it was the food. That was it.
Yeah, that's true. They got the nice glizzy hot dogs, or you can get that ice cream in the helmet. That's always cute.
I should have gone to that. That sounds good.
Yeah,
How's the Mets game? They lose?
they won actually. Their pitcher, something Bassett Hound. Uh, he see this is like I know a little bit about the Red Sox and then I know nothing else. But they played the Brewers and the pitcher for the Mets pitched a shutout, 8 innings. He went 8 innings and then the closer, nutted to finish. But it was good. 0 home runs in the game.
Ugh, sounds boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And did you stay for the full 9 innings?
We stayed. Yeah, we watched the whole thing.
Wow, dude, I gotta give you guys credit.
My brother, credit to him, he put a parlay on. This is the only thing that makes baseball tolerable, especially regular season baseball, is placing bets. That's the only thing that can make it interesting. He had just this wild parlay that did not hit. I think last time I talked to you about him, this was back in November. I was like, "Oh yeah, I called him a parlay queer. I think that's what the nickname I gave to him, because he did it again. He did it for that Nets game that I went to back in November, and he did it for the Mets game where he had some stupid ass bet where he was like the over of 8 runs combined for two teams. That didn't hit. And then it was like uh, Christian Yelich has to hit a home run. Pete Alonso has to hit a home run, which the likelihood of both those guys hitting a homer, like that payout would have to be millions. Like, it's the stupidest bet ever. Like, and then I think the fourth thing was like Mets have to win by 2. That was the only part of the parlay that hit. The other three pieces did not hit. I think there should be a rule: if none of your parlay hits, you get your money back. How funny would that be if you hit none of it? They're like,
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
yeah,
And, when you say parlay queer, there's actually this guy who's like called Parlay King. Have you heard of this guy?
no,
Yeah, he does like he does like a betting podcast, and his name is Parlay King.
no, that's sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
one letter and Tim could be a parlay queen, but
yeah, there you go.
that's close.
So did you guys watch any other games or just
So Brody, I didn't know if I wanted to share this on the podcast because this is such an ego thing, but so I went to two comedy shows with my brother, and a dude came up to me and was like, I love your videos. He was like, I watch all the time. And I was like, oh, Big Four Boys, right? And he was like, no, just like the TikTok stuff. And I plugged everything. I was like, you got to get on Big Four Boys. That's the only quality content that we're making here.
dude, did you sign the guy an autograph?
I didn't, but see, this is where you're not like I say this and you're not gonna believe this because this is how fucking stupid it sounds. that happened. That was like Friday. A dude comes up to me. He's like, "I love your videos," and then and it was so funny. Like this guy was with his wife. He was like our age probably, but he was married. It was weird. And
Oh.
his wife is just like, I don't get it. Like, what? Who is this? Like, that was the weird part. She's like, this guy's like an audience member at the comedy show. Why are you like talking to him? That was uncomfortable. And then another thing happened. So, fuck, we're almost out of time, and I'm hogging the mic here. But on Monday, this past Monday, I met up with my friend who you always get pissed when I mention him, the Columbia.
The Columbia Law School guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
and he sucks. Don't worry. But so we went and got a drink, and then I was walking through Times Square to go meet with my brother right after getting a drink with this dude, and a guy stops me and was like, once again, none of these people know my name. He was just like, are you the guy from TikTok?" And I was like, maybe. Like, I don't know what guy you mean. And he like showed a video of me. I was like, yeah, that's me. And he had his mom take a photo with me. And I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do with this? Like, this is like the gayest thing ever. Once again, I'm like, is this for Big Four boys? Because that's all that matters. And he's like, what is Big Four boys? I'm like, all right, you're not a real fan. And I think I broke his mom's phone. But wild. I was like, that's
You're famous.
dude. But no one knows they're like TikTok guy. And I'm like,
So
well,
when are you quitting this current shitty gig and becoming a full-time TikTok guy?
dude, I don't know. I mean, I gotta figure out a way to make money off of it is the first thing. Cause
Dude, I don't get it. Everyone is monetizing their thing. You should be able to. You get like very good engagement.
yeah, well, I feel bad. I feel like I'm talking about me this whole time. But like
I think you're the interesting one. I'm just dying.
you are sick right now, so that's you know,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, talk more.
um fuck. Well, the fund, this is very inside baseball, and this is why we need that TikTok guy on this podcast. The creator fund is just complete ass. They pay you like you could have a video get 1 million views. They pay you like $30. It's
Who?
no money. Um, but you're right. I need to figure out I just feel so gay being like, oh yeah, I got a T-shirt or like buy this. Like I've had someone reach out and be like, yo man, do you have like merchandise? I'm like, who the fuck would buy that? I'm literally like making videos from my iPhone. Like this is
Dude,
not
people
a
want
company.
merch. Dude, people want merch.
We need
I thought we had a good idea for your merch.
Big Four Boys merch is what we need. We need sweatshirts. We need Drew's face on there, like potentially with the caption.
Yes and no and maybe.
Yeah, yeah, that would be very inside. I don't think anyone would get that, but
Well, I mean, can we bring Drew back on one of these days?
absolutely, yeah, we need to have him on. That I mean, if people want to sleep, they can watch, but uh,
But it's so boring, it's entertaining. You know what I mean?
there's this one podcast studio on Melrose where I see these influencer people rent it all the time. What if I wonder how much it costs? Because if it was like $20 for an hour, like the four of us when Jake and I visit, we just get in that studio. That would be fun if it was
Dude,
cheap. If it cost a lot of money, obviously.
it's definitely 1,000 an hour,
You think so? 1,000?
at least.
If that's the case, then definitely not. Or we just
Can't you
rob.
just throw some cameo money at the prom, or our rich Uncle Jake donates
Yeah,
some
we
money
should have
to it?
Jake do it. I mean, he can't even afford a Spirit carry-on bag, so I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna pay for a podcast studio. Oh man,
Kid.
we got to do the in person. You have your call at 9:45, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's actually it's not doesn't have to do with my job. Something from my dad.
Gotcha.
Because I took today off, man. I was sick.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're even up doing this.
Dude, I was up at 5, man. But I'm telling you, the Tylenol really helped. Um,
Yeah.
last week was a bad week for the pod because last week I've been driving to Orange County this past
Yeah.
like last every day. I used to be staying at a hotel.
Well,
But
yeah. What last week you drove every day?
yeah, I was just dude, I wasn't doing much. I was like feeling like I don't know, I was just like lonely. I was like, there's really
Yeah.
nothing. It's like a shitty hotel room. I just come
Yeah.
home from work and go to sleep and
Yeah.
I don't know. So I was like, let me just drive.
Uh,
So that's why I couldn't make the times work. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Last week.
Uh,
But I think I'm gonna get a hotel next week or yeah, the week after that at least for sure. Next week I think like we're off Monday and then we're off Wednesday, which is weird. You
huh.
guys off for Juneteenth?
That's a good question. I don't think we are. I think our company is racist as hell.
Racist.
We
Yeah,
we had to work on MLK Day, so I doubt Juneteenth we have a day off.
fucking scums, man. Fucking scum.
Yeah.
You get to work on MLK Day?
Yeah. No, my freaking supervisor had his Klan hood on. Like it's bad over here.
Hey, before we sign off, before we're close to signing off, how's the cameo biz going?
Uh, I I don't know. I think I gave you the last update,
Two
honestly.
weeks ago, no videos in 2 weeks.
I don't know if I've done any in 2 weeks. I also haven't made a video just for like YouTube and TikTok in like a week.
Whoa, what's going on, dude? You're sick, huh?
Well, I'm sick and I was just in New York with my brother and I don't
Dude,
know.
I could right now in this angle, I could see your sickness. Your
Really, my
nose.
nose. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really bad. Like just from like because I didn't have any tissues yesterday, so I'm using like a napkin and it kind of
Oh man, you
it
poor
fucks with your
thing.
skin. Yeah, so I've that's been fucking me up. But all right, Brody, let's conclude this. I know you got a call in a minute. I got to get back to work. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with us. Is there an athlete with number 38? I fucked up the intro because I didn't know anyone who's number 38.
Let's see. Let's see.
Some sort of cornerback, maybe, or no running back.
Kurt Schilling.
Oh, that's a great one.
Oh
Holy
wait, I don't
shit.
know actually.
Speaking of Red, no, he was 38. The Bloody Sock. He's a Red Sox legend who's also addicted to gambling, so that's fun. Kurt Schilling episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you so much. Episode 38. Kurt, thank you. We'll be back soon. Appreciate it. Big Four Boys merch coming at some point, and I'll be coming after this podcast episode. All right, see ya. Bye.
See.